About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. They go play action here on first down. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins establishing as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. There's a nice move, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's a game of 30. That's another.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience, looked around, took his time before choosing his team, and boy, are they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finishing the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He took it in himself for a touchdown on their opening drive, as that leads us to take a look at the NFL's leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. He was creeping up toward 200 yards. Thought he was going to get there. Didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
3rd and 3.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
3rd down and 6. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. ETN once more. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And some room to work. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
6 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Hurts. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Looking to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet and make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. He spins free. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
12 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Rodgers going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. So here's a 3rd and 14 as they've got it as we resume action. Etienne bringing in another one. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And out across midfield down to the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
All the option left, it's Hurts. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Barkley, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Second and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's fourth and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Lutz is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Miami set to take over. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. First and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll look to ETN to start things out. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Dolphins, first down.
And they'll go again with ETN. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On play action, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
It's now third down and 14.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
It's fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold pat at 13.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Got a man. It's Brown. The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Barkley inside handoff. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 31, here's a second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4. At the Dolphins.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
He gets it to Cooks. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Dolphins first down.
Now Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Another one caught by Collins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Dolphins.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Collins. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Short one here, caught by McBride. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Well, trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
The Ravens offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. From the gun, it's Hurts. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield.
Complete to number 26, Saquon Barkley. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
So halftime is upon us on past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
21 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
On play action, it's Rodgers. That's complete to McBride. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Complete to Trey.
Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Another toe for ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. Cooks on the quick slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. There again is Cooks, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Baltimore.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 55 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. That little bit.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a three-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
It's a gain of 11.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. That's complete. It's Collins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A gain of 4 yards.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
He was brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 8-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DJ Moore from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Brings up 3rd down and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On play action, Rodgers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Miami, a lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
ETN up the middle.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 28.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Rodgers with a keeper.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he'll tuck this and run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him to first.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Here's Rodgers.
Screenplay, here's ETN.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Rodgers going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Nico Collins
From 10 yards out.
and the Dolphins get a bit closer.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
16.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 10. At the 25.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now a run here, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Jalen Hurts sacked. The tackle
Throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for Dolphins.
Now it's Rodgers. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Second and 10.
For Nico Collins. Incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Rodgers going to try and run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now, this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's the option. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by